So I just heard this woman on the Steve Wilkos show say that she don't need a man to validate who she is. I think that sometimes we get the misconception of dating wrong. Because it's not about needing a man to validate you. It's about building a relationship with people. It's about bonding. It's about growing and becoming intertwined into one. And with that, for me, it's just not with a man. It's with my sister, my brother, my dad, my son, and my man. I don't need a man to validate who I am. But squash that. I do need a man to validate who I am. Because validation lets me know that this man respects me, honors me, and love me. I wanted to say obey, but you guys probably take that word and run with it. But obey means respect to me. When you obey rules, it means you respect them. So you can't let the wrong man make you think that you don't need a man to validate you. You need that man to validate you, sweetie. If y'all are living together, sleeping together, working together, cooking together, you need that man to validate you. You do need a man to validate you. But I think we got the misconception of validation in a relationship wrong. Just because you say you need a man to validate you doesn't necessarily mean that you are insecure or you have low self-esteem or you don't have any self-worth. It doesn't mean that. A man's supposed to validate you. Okay? A man's supposed to tell you you're beautiful. A man's supposed to buy you flowers. A man's supposed to be your biggest fan. He's supposed to be right there rooting for you. So now when you don't get that from that man, the wrong man, don't let that make you feel like that you don't need that validation, because you earned that validation, especially if you're a mother. Okay? Because everybody can't push a baby out of a watermelon-sized head baby out of a lemon hole. But you did it. I did it. And that deserves to be validated. You deserve to hear, good job, I'm proud of you, keep pushing. You deserve to hear that. But don't get it twisted. Don't think just because a man's supposed to validate you that you need a man. If that makes sense. I know I probably lost some of y'all, but listen to me. Don't think just because you need a man to validate you, that you need a man. I think that's when validation weakens. Don't weaken your validation. You need validation. And the only way you're going to get validation is if it's from the right man. A man's supposed to validate a woman. The woman does not supposed to validate a man. Okay? A woman supposed to support a man, encourage a man, and honor her man. Validation is for women. Validation is a compliment. You're beautiful today. That is what a man's supposed to do. A woman, baby, you can do it. Baby, it's going to be all right. That's what a woman's supposed to do. So don't let the validation you need from a man be all that you feel you deserve. Because when you do, then that's all you're going to get. You have to be so much more than validation. So you do need a man to validate you. The wrong man may make you feel like you don't, but the right man will make you feel like you deserve it, because you do. And I think that people say that a lot. I don't need a man to validate me, to make themselves feel better for the bad choices that they've made. Don't feel bad for those bad choices, because that bad choice will lead you in the arms of the right man. Don't let that wrong man make you feel like you're insecure because you need validation. You're not insecure because you need validation. You're a woman. You're a woman. You're human. You're not insecure. You don't lack self-worth. You don't lack self-esteem. You deserve validation. And if a man is not giving you validation, if your sister is not giving you validation, if your child is not giving you validation, mommy, this food is good, mommy, thank you for cooking this food for me. Who don't want to hear that? That's validation. That you're doing good as a mom. When a man brings you flowers, that's validation. That you are doing good as a wife. When your dad buys you a new car, hopefully my dad can buy me a new car, that's validation. That you are a great daughter. You need to know those things. So don't let the abuse from the wrong man make you feel like you're insecure because you need validation from the right man. Because the right man will give you more than you can ever imagine to have. So stop saying that you don't need a man to validate you. And start saying, I need a man to validate me. I need everybody in my life to validate me. If you're not validating me, then we can't be friends. I'm tired of the toxic bullshit. I'm tired of the excuses. I don't want that. All I need is love. And I expect to get a congratulations from my son. I expect to get a congratulations from my sister. I expect to get a congratulations from my dad. I expect to get a congratulations from my child's father. And if I'm not getting that, then I got to move on and go where I am getting validation, because I'm a person. It's not ego. It has nothing to do with ego. When it's ego, then you're making people validate you. And I'm not making nobody validate me. I either have it or I don't. And if I don't have it, then I'm not staying. And that's on period. You do need a man to validate you. So don't let the wrong man, the abusive man, the lying man, the excuses man, the grown ass boy man make you feel insecure for needing validation. How else do you know how to please your family? I wouldn't know what my son likes unless he comes to me and say, Mommy, those mashed potatoes was good. Those French fries was good. So now that he validated that, I know he will want French fries for lunch tomorrow. That's how you know. And I know it's weird. You coming out of an abusive relationship, and it's weird and make you feel insecure and like you don't have no self-worth or self-love when you say you need a man to validate you, but you do. It only feels weird because the abusive man in your life made you think that it was wrong to need validation. I know, because I've had a couple of people in my life, not even just men, my cousins, who made me feel like I was wrong for wanting to be treated with respect, for wanting to have compliments, for wanting people to pay attention to me. Not necessarily people, but my cousins and my sisters and brothers to pay attention to me. They made me feel I was wrong. But now I know they were wrong. And they didn't want me to get that validation because they didn't want to have to give it to me. That was their excuse for not validating me. So change your thinking, because you are worth validation. You deserve validation. And if they're not giving it to you, walk away. Don't let no one ever make you feel like you're small because you need validation. You're not small. You're a person. And when you validate yourself, you run away from people who don't validate you. When you love yourself, you run away from people who don't love you. When you respect yourself, you run away from people who don't respect you. That's all validation is. You deserve an award for being a good mother. You deserve an award for being a good sister. You deserve an award for being a good worker. You deserve that validation. So stop saying that you don't need a man to validate you. And start saying, I do need a man to validate me. But first, validate yourself. But first, validate yourself. And once you start validating yourself or loving yourself, you will run away from people who make you feel insecure for needing them to validate you, for needing a compliment. You're not wrong. And get your validation, girl. Peace until next time.